we do recognize that landscape is changing, and there are some customers where, you know, maybe they want to make better use of the resources, and they've got other projects that they want to divert administrators to, in which case then obviously the Predator platform can act as a link, if you like, between the enterprise and a service provider. And we actually are beginning a program called, we call it the Apex, no pun intended when it comes to the wolf, but the Apex Partner Program. And that is a network, a global network of highly specialized business partners that are deeply skilled in Spectrum Protect and Spectrum Protect technology. So that should an enterprise want to outtask some part of their backup and recovery processes, they know that there is a localized team, you know, in the geography where they're based, that can deliver backup and recovery service to a very high standard, underpinned by this single platform of Predator, whereby they know they're going to get complete control over what's going on. They're going to have full visibility. So one of the problems with outtasking previously has been, you know, you've thrown it over the fence to somebody else, and, you know, often the service is worse. Well, what Predator does is it allows complete transparency. So the end user, even if they outsource the problem, they still own the problem. And so what Predator allows them is complete visibility into what's going on into that environment, whichever the Apex partners that they want to use to ultimately deliver the services.
If I look at the different use cases that Predator provides, and again, I'm that data protection administrator, and I'm thinking about, hey, perhaps they should outsource some of this. Maybe that makes more sense. I want to be a little bit more strategic in some of the things I'm doing. Where do I start?
What you mean in terms of what roles, what tasks you might want to?
That and like I noticed, like you have Spectrum Protect or Protect Plus health checks. You have obviously the backup and recovery services. You have the licensing audit. As I start to step into this world and I begin working with Predator, what are some of the things I would start out by doing?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is to get a sense check and visibility into what you've got now. So there's nothing like just shining a light, if you like, on your environment, and just to peel it back a little bit and lift up the drain, so to speak, and understand the health of your environment. But you don't want, I mean, the problem with traditional methods, it's been, we need to give you a health check, which means a very intrusive, almost boots on the ground style model, which is slow and cumbersome. So what we offer is basically, we've taken the Predator software platform, and if you go to predator.com /take-control, you will see our pricing plans. And in there is the starter product, which is Predator Insights. And that is a free, forever free SaaS product, which you can download. Takes a few minutes to download. And from that, you can roll it out across your whole environment. There's no restrictions in terms of the number of users or the number of Spectrum Protect nodes or servers. Just help yourself. And because we feel that reporting is a basic human right. Reporting and analysis, you should just have it, right? Mm-hmm. So we give that away as a free option. And that will just help you get help you to get some decision support information. And where you go from there, if you want to go further into some of the automation technology and some of the orchestration and workflow management, then you can trade up to that at some point in the future, but there's no obligation to do that. So that's what I would recommend is, use the free software that you've got access to, and just get a better handle on your current estate.
Yeah. love the freemium model. And that's a great way to, not only add value, so you can provide an additive value and accretive value story to clients and potential clients. But I really like the sort of community approach to, solving these kind of complicated problems. So big props for that. Could you share possibly, without naming names, presumably, but if you have any kind of recent customer experiences that you might share that kind of highlight the value proposition and the benefits of the solution? Yeah,
so we're focused primarily in three markets: the DACH region, which is Germany, Austria, and Switzerland; North America, obviously USA and Canada, and the UK. And so that's our focus area for the next sort of six to 12 months. The sort of customers typically, they tend to be everything from the mid-market customers right the way through to large customers. So one of our customers is IBM Global Services. They, as a service provider, use the Predator platform to deliver an outsourced service for one of the large retail banks in the UK, called a retail bank called Lloyds Banking Group. I think it's the largest retail bank in the United Kingdom. And obviously, as you can imagine, it's got a very large estate, tens of thousands of virtual nodes that are backed up by Spectrum Protect. And the IBM Global Services team use Predator because they've got, 6 or 7 backup administrators that find it easier to collaborate around a platform such as Predator to deliver really high quality backup and recovery service.
Great. So, Alistair, you mentioned if I want to use your technology, I can go to your website. And by the way, Randy and I both did check out your website and really love the design, the flow, and that sort of thing. I want to get started with your technology. You want to give me that website again? It's predator.com/
take-control.
Take-control. And I can download the initial components and get started with kind of reporting, as you said. Now,
it's a simple one page landing page, and then at the bottom you've got the pricing plan. There's 4 different options, and then if you just want to go through to, we call it Predator Insights, the freemium offering, the free offering. Mm-hmm. Just click from there. It'll take you through to a registration page. Download the software, and you're away.
And now I want to go to the next level with you guys. I want to go deeper. Do I buy it from you? Do I buy it off the web? Tell me a little bit about the buying process as a consumer.
Well, we're big into creating this global network of highly specialist partners. I mentioned it earlier, the Apex Partner Network. So we're a platform business, first and foremost, not a service-based business. But we do have a number of partners in North America. I'll name a couple for you. Converge One, it's a big national provider, and Connectria is a big cloud services provider. And then in Germany, we've got Empalis Consulting as a strong player, covering the German, Austrian, Switzerland territories. So if you want to take the free product and use either Entry, Plus, or Premium, I'd recommend you reach out to one of those partners, and maybe they can help you with customizing and tailoring that to your specific environment. And if they've got extra services that you could benefit from, they would be able to do that in your local language, so to speak, or your local territory.
Very good. Alistair, I want to thank you very, very much for coming on the podcast. It's been wonderful having you. I am looking forward to hearing about more and more about what Predator does with the IBM modern data protection technologies and solutions. And Randy, yes, you put up their website. Very cool looking, as we had said before. I think plug. You had mentioned to me you had just done a redesign there on it. So
yeah, we just a story on we've kept the Wolfhead logo, but we've also brought in this concept of building blocks, because we see if you're building services, particularly around containers, it's about building blocks of services. And so we've got this concept of the orange and the blues. So the blues, obviously, a lot of our technology is built on top of IBM technology. We've even nodded, if you remember the famous IBM logo with the I, the B, and the M.
Yeah, the rubric.
Yeah, that's it. We've even slight doff of our hat, if you like, Randy, to IBM's great branding in the past.
Love it.
Great. Yeah.
Very cool.
So thanks again, Alistair, and we look forward to talking to you in the future, and really appreciate you coming on today.
Yes, great stuff, Alistair. Thank you so much. Really insightful.
Steve, Randy, I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to share our story and find out what's going on at IBM. So, thank you for your time today, and hope you enjoyed it.